Alright guys, welcome back. My name is Aaron Clashing. Today I'm going to bring you the top 5 best Town Hall 11 wishlist ideas. So let's get started right off the bat here, being a suggestion from Masterov, which I personally think is awesome.
I don't know, I feel that maybe a wizard hero is what we need. I mean, the archer and the barbarian are very iconic characters. Obviously, they're like the first characters in there. And I feel the next couple of characters really is either a goblin. I know a lot of people have been saying about a Goblin King for the single player or something, and a Goblin could be quite good, but I don't know if in Clash of Clans you would want a Goblin hero, because he would just run after the loot. I mean, it could be pretty cool, but personally I feel that the Wizard is where it's at. So I feel something that the Wizard should do is it shoots people with its fireball. Obviously, because it's the big fireball that the Wizard does. But instead of it being like every other troop where once it targets something, once it targets a troop, for example, so let's say it's fighting, it's defending its base, and it's against a giant. Once it hits that giant, say it does a third health, instead of just hitting it again and again, because it's blown a fireball at its face, the giant then burns and starts losing a little bit of health, and then the Wizard targets somebody else and starts burning somebody else. So rather than just always going for one character, one defense, and just letting it go at it until the HP is down, maybe it does some fire damage and it burns it over time or something like that.
Alright guys, for number 4, Wiggy is telling us about his opinion on the next level gold elixir and maybe dark elixir storages.
Okay guys, so another thing that I'm almost positive they would add, if they do in fact add a Town Hall 11 in the next update, is I'm super positive that they would add new storage levels. So everything's getting up to the point where they can't really nerf enough stuff to make it cheap enough to be able to afford everything with the 8 million limit that's currently set in place. You guys will note that most of the things when you're getting the higher levels are in fact reaching the 8 million point or very close to the 8 million point. So and they've already nerfed a few expenses. For example, the clan castle price was reduced a little bit. So I don't think they'll actually be able to include everything unless they do upgrade the storages. So new storage levels is something I'm going to add to the list. I think they're definitely going to do that. And if they do, I reckon the limit will probably go to about 12 million total after that. But it might even just go to 8 million. I think 12 would be reasonable though, because then they don't have to do it for at least another update after this one. So yeah, that'll be interesting.
Alright guys, and for our third one here, T-Bot suggests removing the lake in Clash of Clans.
For each upgrade for the max level upgrades, and there are just too many buildings in this current version of Clash of Clans, and Town Hall 10 is just like stacked, and there's not enough room for many of the walls. So if they were to add walls for the new Town Hall 11, they'd probably have to add a bigger layout. So what I'm talking about is a bigger, like all the green stuff, and a bigger area where you can place things, and they might have to decrease the size of the lake on the left hand side of your screen there, because you just need more space to put buildings, and if they add walls, there's just not going to be enough space to people to actually deploy troops. So that'd be a little problematic for Supercell, and I'm sure they'll figure it out. Maybe they'll just increase size to the original layout.
Alright guys, for our second last one here, Nick and Knight suggests maybe a building competition, attacking competition to see who's the best Clash player on a weekly basis or something along those lines.
I think customized, top rated, and best made single player maps using the same defenses for each level, placing them differently, would be one of my favorite ideas. Like, if you can go into a map editor mode and submit, and the most popular bases get voted to the top, and like every week you could attack a certain amount of those for bonuses, that'd be super cool. Or there's like leaderboards for who builds the best bases, or like leaderboards for who can take down the hardest player bases. I don't know, that'd be kind of cool. Fourth.
Alright guys, and here we are finally with number 1. I think this is the best idea out of all of them, my favorite out of any video I've seen, out of everyone's opinion. Just listen to what Molt has to say, it's amazing.
So, first of all, you can see on the top of the Town Hall that there's a defense, there's an air defense on the top of it. I think it'd be pretty cool if you could choose a defense within, not like all of them, but you could choose between a couple to put on your Town Hall. I don't know why, I just thought that it looked cool, and I felt like you could make it a little more functional, etc. Maybe it could have different limitations, something along those lines. But I really did it because I think that it looked cool, and that I don't know, I feel like it could add a lot of function to the defense of a base.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you agree with any of them, tell me your favorite number in the comments, tell me if you agreed, tell me if it's awesome. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.